What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this week's video. In this week's video, you've seen me make a dog bowl stand before. As you can see, this is clearly my very first dog bowl stand I've ever made, as the bowls don't even fit in here, and we have an old char on it. This has been beat up for years now, right, Blue? Exactly, he has no words. So we need to make a new one for Blue, because you know what? It's Christmas time. He deserves to have his bowl station upgraded. We're going to do it much better. One thing I'm going to say up front, we're not going to do pocket holes, because when I first made this, you can see that I didn't use pocket holes. And so I want to do it in that same style, just in case, you know, you see this video and you don't have a pocket hole jig system. So I'm going to teach you how to do it without using pocket holes. We're going to make it fancy. Right, Blue? His energy is just off the charts. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the first things first, these bowls are going to be 8 1/4 inches round, which means we have to have our dog bowl stand be 7 1/4 inches round, because the way the measurements play out is you always want 1 inch less for your braces, so everything fits in nice and snug and not like it looks there. Right, Blue? All right, so here we go. This is going to be the scrap piece of 2x4 I'm going to use. We need 4 pieces at 19 inches. And that's going to give us enough width in order to have all of our braces in at the top and have enough stability at the bottom. So let's go ahead and cut this into 19-inch pieces. Alright, so as I said, these are now our base pieces for where the bowls will rest on top and then be the base for the bottom of this whole stand. Now I'm going to take some more scrap 2x4s and I'm going to cut these to 12 inches, because these 12-inch pieces will be the vertical legs that are going to connect our top and bottom base. So we're going to make 12-inch cuts with these, and I'm also going to go ahead and make 7 1/4 inch cuts with these as well, because those pieces are going to be what make the braces for the bowls to rest on. So nothing to it but to do it. Alright, so now we have all of our pieces ready to go and cut, but we don't have multiples, right? So now we're going to take our table saw here. I set my fence to 1 1/2 inches wide, because that's what I'm going to want all these pieces to be. And we're going to rip all of these in half, and you are going to see 4 legs come to be. You're going to see 3 braces come to be. You're going to see 4 pieces for framing for the bowls and for the bottom base. If it doesn't make sense, it will soon. Alright, so right here we can see what the top is looking like, but then I just realized that I didn't really make our connecting braces for the bottom, which is a problem, so I'm going to fix that in 3, 2, 1, and that's much better. So we now have our braces, we have our top done, here are our legs, our 4 pieces there. So our next step is going to be sanding. I'm going to hit it with some 80 grit, probably like 150 or something like that, and then we are going to get everything semi-assembled, because I'm going to paint it before I fully assemble it. So that's the game plan. I'm not going to show you sanding. I know it can be therapeutic, but today we are not doing it. So I'm going to get this all sanded and pretty, and we'll get it ready to get painted. Alright, so here you are now seeing everything all sanded up. I did 80 grit, 150 grit on everything here. I got my 12-inch clamps out because I'm going to get these all held in place. I'm going to use a 1/8 inch bit to pre-drill everything so that we don't have any splitting of the wood. And then I'm going bold strategy on it, Cotton, by using 2 1/2 inch general purpose screws. I absolutely hate these, but I have a bajillion of them, and I need more than 1 1/2 inches in terms of screw length. So we are going to cross our fingers and hope for the best and see how this goes. So here we are, we have our top all assembled, we have our bottom all assembled. Now the last thing we need to do is get the legs going, but before we can get all that assembled, what we got to do is kind of measure out where we are going to have our pre-drilled holes go on the top and the bottom, because as you can see we have our screws in there, so we want to get the screws that are going to assemble the legs together in there securely without interfering with those screws. So that's why we're going to pre-drill, that's why we do the legs separately. And then once I get it all pre-assembled, I'm going to take the top off and leave the legs intact with the base, because Blue specifically requested that this stay two-tone and whatever Blue says goes. So let's get some legs on this bad boy and have it actually looking like a dog bowl stand. All right, Blue, what do we think, man? Awesome, love to hear the feedback. As you can see, our bowls are actually sitting in there now. It's a little taller for him too. So we are looking good in our mock-up now. So Blue, now let's paint it. What do you say? Yep, he likes the idea. Perfect. You can see the size differential here. Bada boom, bada bang. We're looking so much better. Let's get this bad boy painted now. Alright, so as you can see, we have a nice aqua blue for our base, a good gold for our top. Blue and I are both big Los Angeles Rams fans now, because our boy Matthew Stafford got traded there. But that's the reason behind the color choice. We're going to let that dry, and then we're going to get it reassembled, and this project will be done. And here we have our completed product. We are looking fantastic. Everything fits in there nice and good. We're all painted up. I did also put polyurethane on here to just kind of help against the water, because obviously Blue splashes around when he eats. But yeah, everything just turned out so great. And I'm just really happy with this project. And I did everything exactly how I did the first one. Ways I could have improved this, obviously pocket holes as I mentioned, and then using my planer to plane the wood, get everything nice and even. But that's if you want to take it a step up. But I wanted to show a basic way how to get this done, and that's what we did. So that's going to be it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, we're on the road to 500 subscribers. And then, yeah, just have a great day or night. Don't forget to keep God number one. God bless.